My name is Margaret Windsor. I was kidnapped in 41 and brought to Moulton, Alabama, Lawrence County in 1941. I was born in 39. I wanted to put this up because my name is, I have to use the name of Peggy Ann Dempsey. I married a Childers. And I can't use my real name or where I was born even. Um, so that's what I've been trying to do is to get it back. And along with it, I would like what the money and my country and all of it that I inherited that belongs to me, because my dad never married Wallace Simpson. Wallace Simpson married a double, an impostor that was used back in those days, and this was used to take down my father, who was legally wed to Claudia Ruth O'Keefe Windsor, American, born in Madison, Wisconsin, and sister to artist Georgia O'Keefe. There was an addendum to my father's forced takedown, and in that addendum, and it was legal, all done legal. That's the reason 99-year seal was placed on it, to cover up his illegal takedown. He wasn't even married to this American spy, Simpson, and to cover up my birth, Victoria II, heir to the British crown, the day that I was born. So I wanted to put this up because right at the moment, to tell you just a touch of this part of it, I want to say this, that in 1939, this was George the Illegal Sixth, my uncle and brother to my father. And he's here with Roosevelt and his wife and mother, and who's called the Queen Mom, and she's not. She's kin to the Rothschilds, Rockefellers. Well, she's kin to the Rothschilds. The Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Bilderbergers. Kennedy Joe was appointed ambassador back then, 36, till they kicked him out about 45. That's after he'd done his damage, though. And they all helped in kidnapping me. And Elizabeth has kept up the whole thing with where she's got my money and she's lived in my homes and give away my country, while my children, I don't even know where they are. The world should see the pain and suffering caused to us, and then what's happened to my country and my mom and dad, what happened to them. Well, what I want to put here is, let me put this over here. I mean, I'm 77 years old, and I've been tortured all my life, so it's kind of weird to watch TV when they're putting on the 10 sailors that were commandeered by Iraq and turned loose this morning, I believe, and asked were they treated well. I mean, I'm the legal monarch, kidnapped, and the torture every day of my life, and to my sons, is so horrific. And nobody will prosecute it, first of all, because of what's involved. The United States, really, Elizabeth worked for them and her dad, and still do. The Illuminati and New World Order, the Clinton, Hillary is part of that, and so are all your presidents except maybe Jimmy Carter. Why do you think they shot Governor George Wallace in Laurel, Maryland, all right? Because you couldn't buy him. He wasn't part of it. But I wanted to say this. I was telling about what they've done about I can't get a place to live, and I hardly get any money. I mean, it's so small. So I don't get to go out and eat my clothes when I get any clothes. Really, it's these. And it's from Walmart. I think this cost $5.98, the pants and the shirt. I got it Rescue Mission. Anyway, let me say this. When I was told to get the birth certificates to the twins, and they brought me over to Moulton when they kidnapped me in 41. I stole my identity and gave me the name of Peggy Ann Dempsey. I married Childers. My real name is Margaret Ann Windsor. I'm heir to the British crown, Victoria II. The day I was born, I should have been the wealthiest woman, if not the wealthiest next to it, in the world. Now then, I was brought over here and tortured and lived a life like treated worse than any criminal you'd know. starved, frozen, everything in the book, tried to kill me more than once, which was sheer hell. But I wanted to Xerox in on this before somebody tunes this out, that um, I got the birth certificates. Carl and Peggy were twins. Their mother had killed them. They were born out of wedlock. So I grew up having to call that woman mother, even though I can remember times saying to her, afraid they were going to beat me to a pulp, "You're not my mother." So somewhere I knew it subconsciously. I found out in '83. But when I was in the campaign to replace Larry McDonald, a doctor I had written about, Congressman Doctor, and tried to get it published, and they almost killed me then. So I want to zero in on that in a second. I hope I can think to get back to it. I've put it up on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook over the last 3 or 4 years. But the twins, I got the birth certificates in the state of Alabama, and they just marked through the dates that was given me didn't jive with the date the twins were born, so they just marked through it and put in January the 7th, 39, the date that I had, and said that the twins, oh, well, the Dr. Irwin must have made a mistake. Well, no, he didn't. They did. That's against the law to do that right here, mark over it. But I just was putting up here about the laws that were broken against me when they tried to kill me. If I could sue Hospital Corporation of America way back then for what was done to me, they should be criminal prosecution and everything, not just the money and the malpractice and murder charges, because they really were going to finish me off. I went there. I had antifreeze put in me, and I didn't know what it was. I knew it was killing me. Anyway, and let me put this in real quick. And in the condition I was in, I was transported across the state line, passed a background check in 1980, mid-May, and worked for the district attorney, Fred Simpson, in Madison County, Huntsville, Alabama. I wanted to get that in. Now I wanted to say this. It's been law after law broken, and if I could sue, if I had the money that's mine that was taken when they stole my name and kidnapped me, I'd be one of the wealthiest women on earth. But I'm a pauper. I eat Lipton side dishes, and I wanted to say this. I put up about HUD and when I can get a place to live, and the chemicals. I'm allergic to chemicals. And I put this up, so the video's going to go off, and I wanted to make this point. I just put something up about that. When I got the phone call, these people should be prosecuted and sued too. It's a conspiracy, assault. But here's what I want to say here. About the time I finished that a few minutes ago, I got a call because I've had to get food stamps at times, and have, even if it's just $16 a month, it'll help me buy my coffee or something. So anyway, I've lived with hardly any clothes and vannered around and everything. But I got a call because I can hardly walk now, and the worker called, and she's been the worker for a long time. When she called, she was going to do a phone interview. Of course, she started reading off of all this list of things. If you lie, and do you have any money on you, and does anybody live with you? Well, I know she has to ask part of that. I do. But it still doesn't keep from hurting. I'm the victim in this till you can't believe it, and my sons and country and mom and dad. It is so pathetic what they've done and gotten away with. This country, in plain sight. Now let me get this up real quick. When she got through reeling all that off, I thought, my God, I can't even tell you my real name. In the interview, she says, what is your name? Is it Peggy? And I told her Peggy Ann Dempsey. I'm not allowed to say Margaret Ann Windsor. They'd come out with the handcuffs. And then she said, well, where were you born? Well, I have to say Moulton, Alabama, the name of the twin that they gave me that's dead. Can you understand if just the part that you're getting on here is ever told? It's so ludicrous and sick that it's been allowed to happen. People go along with it and break the law themselves to keep their jobs. or to keep their kids from going to prison, or they themselves from going to prison, because the law the agency do